Welcome back to Miss Planet. All right, guys, we have a wonderful, wonderful, I call them Pinable projects. We have a Pinable project, and this is one that was liked a lot on our Pinterest page. So this is your place cards, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do them. They are so easy. I know you always say she always says they're easy, but they really are. So we're going to make this today, and let me show you what you need. You need just your regular old ordinary place cards. You will need shells. I like colorful ones, but it's completely up to you. You will need labels, lovely labels. And for me, I use some Starfish. Now, if you're more preferable to sand dollars by all means. And you'll need some crafting bond glue and a trusty paintbrush. All right, I'm gonna give you a minute to get all your supplies together, and then we can get started. See you in a minute. Okay, so step one is this whole box of place cards, which were actually 50 of them. They come to where you can fold them and they can sit up. Now, the only issue with this is if your shell is a little bit heavy, it'll tilt it. It won't make it very stable. So for this project, what I did is I took these cards and I just simply used my cutter and I cut them in half. And so you get 2 for the price of 1. So 50 turns into 100 very quickly. Very inexpensive project. Remember, you do not have to, you can look in the description for all of the items that we use for this project as well as their prices. And don't forget, you can go on over to missplanet.com, log on in, join our DIY community, click on to market, and we'll give you a direct link to where you can purchase all the items you see in this project. So let's get to it. So I've cut them all in half. That is step 1. You do step 1, and I'll see you in a minute for step 2. Okay, so we're back. You've already cut up your cards. You have made 2 for 1 on our lovely Seaside place cards. So the next step is your labels. I just bought basic Avery labels from Office Depot. There are 30 labels to a sheet, so it's very economical. I wanted you to see the different, if you have WordPerfect or on your laptop for your Apple, you have so many options as far as different fonts you can use. So on my example, this is actually Georgia font. So I just want you to see what that looks like. And I've done some other examples just so you can get an idea of what it looks like when it's done. So for table number 2, we have Lucinda handwriting. For table number 3, we have brush script. And for table number 4 is our Edwardian script. So these are 4 different examples of how the same place card can look with different fonts. Also, another little quick tip is, let's say that you're having a seated meal. You can actually, on the back of your guest cards, put another label with the meal selection. So your waiters will just simply come around and pick up their card. They will take their card with them and then return it with the correct meal. So that's just another little quick tip. And let's say that you're having a buffet, which is perfectly fine. I like a buffet myself. You can turn it over and have a nice little thank you to your guest. For this one, I just did this example for, let's say it's a blended family. And it says, thank you for celebrating the blending of our families as we begin this new trail in life together. So just a nice little extra something to make it more personal to you and your loved ones. All right, so go ahead and print out your labels, and we're gonna go ahead and go to the next step. I'll see you in a minute. All right, well, welcome back. As you can see, I went ahead and got started on our next step, which is putting our sand trim. Very, very simple to do. So I just bought some Elmers crafting glue, and I just put a little bit in my little tin top. I like to recycle. This tin top is from another project we just finished. And I'm simply getting a regular old brush and brushing the edges with the glue. And from there, you sit it in your sand. And it makes your edge. You're going to do that all the way around to get each side of your Seaside place card. So while I keep working here, you work on yours and we'll be ready for the final step. Okay. See you in a minute. We're about done here. Quick and easy. Love it. So what you do next is, depending on the size of your wedding, you can get away with a couple of bags of these shells if you wanted to have each table a certain shell theme. If you just like the idea of having the shells and your centerpieces don't revolve, or your place cards don't revolve around your centerpieces, you can just have a variety of shells, or you can just be monochromatic and have all of them with starfish. I mean, it's really just up to you, your plan. Remember, we're just here to give you a plan. You change it, flip it, switch it up, and make it your own, all right? So I've gone through and I've pulled, I guess, twinsies of the shells that I really liked. I love having a pop of color in it, and so I picked a shell that had some color. And the first thing I want you to do is make sure you place it and that you like where you're placing it. So if you're happy with where you're placing it, it's really as simple as a little hot glue right on the inside. You just want to make sure you put plenty so no one loses a shell when they pick up their place cards. And then placing it right back where you like it. Like so. Hold it down for a minute. And there you go. Simple, elegant Seaside place card. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and finish placing my seashells. I want you to go ahead and do the same. Join me next week when I put together my seashell place cards along with my wonderful seashell candles that we had a quick tip on last week. We're going to put it all together and set that beautiful table so when your guests walk into your event, they are wowed, not wild, well, they might be a little wild, but wowed from beginning to end. All right, so until next week, if you like this video, please like us, share us, tweet us, what else, pin us, and Facebook us, please. All right, and remember, we're here to help you. So if you have a project that you would like us to plan, please post it on our Facebook, or by all means, join our DIY community on MissPlanet.com. And we would love to help you plan it on a budget. So remember, when every penny counts, count on Miss Planet. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye.